hotheads, I'm Henry and this is Blaze the Roof. This week we're reviewing a sauce out of Montana called Arthur Wayne's Huckleberry Ghost. The company itself is called Arthur Wayne. The founder is Arthur Wayne Schubert. And what's really cool is they sent me, along with my order, I did end up getting a ghost pepper lollipop, as well as 3 stickers that say never out of hot sauce. So it was pretty cool. Again, I mentioned they're out of Montana. Montana is the 32nd state that we have reviewed a sauce from. This particular enterprise is out of Missoula, Montana. A little bit about Missoula, Montana. It used to actually be underwater about 15,000 years ago until an ice dam in Idaho broke and it released all the water from there. Now the city is very bicycle friendly. And it's home of some of the best craft beers. I have had Moose Drool from there, and happens to be a really good dark beer if you're into that. Also, it's home of the very first Congresswoman, Jeanette Rankin. In Missoula, bears are just part of life here. It just means securing your garbage in bear-proof containers. Bears, they go through your garbage and stuff, so... And it's not that cold in Missoula during winter due to its own microclimate. Famous people from here include Jeff Ament. He's the bassist for Pearl Jam. Dana Carvey was born here. John Elway, who's the Broncos mascot, is also a resident here. We also have Jesse Tyler Ferguson from Modern Family was born here. Weirdo director David Lynch was born here. So was Carol O'Connor from All in the Family. And J.K. Simmons, who you might recognize from Farmers Insurance commercials and many movie roles. So let's now look at the packaging. So we have the red wrapping up at the top. If you look at the label, if you look closely, it looks like berries, right? So those are huckleberries. We'll talk a little bit about huckleberries in a bit, but if you notice the logo, it's basically a pepper on fire in the middle of a circle. Not sure what the circle represents. It's not any of his initials, and essentially, it's like a printed label. Nothing too fancy about the Arthur Wayne or the name of the sauce. So it's pretty straightforward. All right, and then on it says, if it's not hot, it's not right. Arthur Wayne hot sauce brings you the berry sauce you've been waiting for. While Montana Huckleberry meets one of the hottest peppers in the world, blended and well balanced so we can bring sweet and heat without compromising flavor. Our sauce will not burn your face off, but will bring the right amount of heat. And it says on here 8 out of 10 heat. Let's see if it lives up to that. The ingredients include white vinegar, huckleberry, water, ghost pepper, pineapple, salt, natural sugar, and xanthan gum. It is a very purplish red, like a beet colored. So like a burgundy or merlot color. So I wonder, like the blueberry sauce I had from Bravado was not a big fan of. But the shit the bed sauce with the goji berries I was a fan of. It's a really good sauce. So I'm hoping it's more like that as opposed to the Bravado one. But now let's talk about huckleberries.
I'm your huckleberry.
Huckleberries are the unofficial fruit of Montana. So they're native to the Northwest. Native Americans collected them as food and medicine. So they're high in antioxidants, vitamin C, iron, and potassium. They're also an untamed berry and only grow in mountainous regions. They don't like to be grown in captivity. They're pricey, they're purple, and then you basically have to compete with bears, coyotes, deer, and birds for them. So, so wild animals are going to eat these. So before we get any further, let's hear from this week's sponsor. Need a place to stay but with a different flavor? Well, wear your Huckleberry. Look no further than Doc Holiday Inn. All guests are provided paintball guns so they can get a feel for the Old West. It's like Westworld, minus the robots, fantasy or fun. We have poker and other games of chance. Val Kilmer even rehashes his role as Doc Holliday from Tombstone, reciting lines and doing tin cup tricks. We even have an on-site dentist. Doc Holiday. Stay with someone you know will be your Huckleberry. Now for the moment of truth. So this does smell like berries and peppers and vinegar. So that's what I get immediately from this. I don't smell much citrusy. I don't smell much of the pineapple, so I don't think that's that prevalent of an ingredient. The berry itself is purple. So again, that's why you're getting this beet color. It's fluid. It's not very viscous. Might not be. I don't know how hot this is gonna be, but you know, it does have huckleberry and vinegar as the first two ingredients, and then ghost pepper. So, and again, as you can see how purple it is. All right, let's see if this is really a 8 out of 10. Here we go. So definitely a ghost pepper sauce. Very slow build, burning on the back of the tongue. It's got a good amount of heat. Quite a bit of vinegar in there. It's actually more sour than it is sweet. So I was actually expecting it to be a little bit sweeter. But it's how do I say this? It's got a touch of sweetness, so you could actually probably get away with using this on a lot more foods because of that. Don't taste any hint of pineapple at all. So again, it's the fruit of the pepper. I don't know. I guess huckleberries maybe aren't that sweet because maybe they're wild. But yeah, I was expecting this to be sweeter, but actually that's probably a good thing because you know I could actually picture using this on wings. I could picture using this like on any pork related product, right? Me and pork and fruit, right? So I do like that. Aside from that, though, you know, I think I would keep it to like vegetables. Nothing like crazy as far as ethnically goes. Like I don't think this would go good on like Chinese food, any type of real Asian food, to be honest with you. And then there's just straightforward like pork products, but not barbecue because I don't think it's hefty enough to like stand up to something that's smoky and robust, right? So I do like it better than the bravado. It's not as hot as the shit the bed though. It does have a little bit more sweetness than the shit the bed did, but so he makes some pretty good sauces, right? So Arthur Wayne out of Montana, I like it. It's a good, well balanced sauce. It's not too sour, too sweet. It's got a good amount of burn. As I promised, it does have a good amount of burn, but also some flavor. So I like it. I would definitely say the heat maybe more like 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. And it's not quite 8 out of 10, but it's still pretty good. It did get me to sweat a little bit. So that's pretty, it's a good sauce. Like I said, it's probably middleweight as far as the heat goes. But yeah, again, due to the profile of this, you could probably use it on a lot more, like I said, vegetables, pork, stuff like that. Chicken wings, but I want to use it on like fried chicken. I mean, but again, you could get creative with it. Like I said, it's more sour than sweet than anything. The sweetness is just on the back end, and it's not too overwhelming. So next week, we're going to be reviewing a sauce out of Nevada called Heat Junkie Boulder Sauce. Until then, I'm Henry, and remember, spice up your life. Take care.